Hello everyone, Xerophobus here. So today we're going to be reviewing 89 Nedved. Okay, so Nedved's card it just looks class. It's his mid-range card is 89, his prime is 91, and his baby is 86. And all of them seem just overall very good cards. They seem well-rounded in every single stat. Like, with some icons you get the case of like they're very good in like one or two scenarios and kind of meh in others. Nedved across the board, it seems like an absolute tank. So very good pace in my opinion. I say good, like comparing to maybe like wingers like Mbappe, I'm saying good, but it is very good. 88 pace for someone as tall as him is very good. Good shooting, very good passing, very good dribbling, and 80 physical for him as well. So I am expecting quite a lot for this card again. In terms of cheaper alternatives, again, it's very hard to find alternatives to players, especially icons, because it's so unique. The only player that's kind of similar in stats is probably Perisic. Now, Perisic is way cheaper, but he's kind of similar in terms of stats. Like, pace is, you know, similar. Shooting is a big difference. Passing is a big difference, and dribbling is a big difference also. But Perisic, I think, is like 20k. Nedved's like 930, 950. So Perisic is the best one I could find, lads. Okay, lads, just getting into the stats. There's nothing wrong with him. There's not one stat that stands out that I'm like, well, you know, that's kind of shit, or just might be of concern. Every single stat is in the green. That's relevant. Every stat is in the green. So, like, his finishing is 85, his composure is 90, his curve is 84, his passing and short passing and long passing are 89 and 88, his balance is 82, he's 88 ball control, 90 dribbling, 75 strength, 80 aggression. I can't find anything wrong with this lad. So what I've done today is I just wanted to increase his pace and increase his shooting, so I just put a hunter card on him. Okay lads, so this is my team. It's a bit old now at this stage, but this was my team on Friday. I changed it over the weekend because it was having a few issues, to say the least. But Nedved was a ram in a 4-2-3-1 in this squad. Okay lads, so just getting into the clips, Nedved is fucking class. There's nothing wrong with this card. I cannot, like, in my reviews, right, I try to pick out certain things that are, you know, might annoy players. Like someone said, like, I always say, like, heavy touch. I do say heavy touch a lot because it is key. When you have certain players, you don't want their touch to be heavy. I do say that a lot. Nedved doesn't have that. His pace is fine. With the hunter card on, he's not like electric fast, but he is fast. His positioning puts him in the position whereby he's already made the run, so if you pass to him, he's gone. You won't be able to catch him. It's more his positioning than his actual pace. Very good shooting as well. He's a 5-star weak foot. His finishing is filthy. It's so filthy. Dribbling is fine. Sometimes his first touch is a little bit dodgy. That is probably down to the gameplay though, but again, I have to be harsh. Honestly, I cannot find like one major thing wrong with the card though. I love this card. This card was fucking lethal in and around the box. Every chance he got, he scored. And I'm pretty sure in the last clip, right, there was one game where I have never just met so much scripting bullshit in my life, and I get a bit of scripting as you'll see now in a second, but in those scenarios, in the scenario you're going to see it like this, you want someone who has high composure and can put the ball away, and Nedved gets the chance, one touch, bang, goal, 122nd minute, and I won that game on penalties because of Nedved. He's fucking class, lads. There is nothing wrong with this card. There's nothing major wrong with the card. So just getting into the rating, lads. Overall, on the weighted average, he's going to get a 9, but lads, he's a 10. On opinion, he's a 10, but we'll go through the stats anyway. Okay, so pace, 8.5 out of 10. As I said, it's more his position than his actual pace. If he's getting in a foot race with, like, say, like an Alexandro or a Lala, he's going to get caught. But again, if you get his positioning is that good that he makes the perfect run every single time. So once you play the ball to him and he gets going, he's not going to be caught. Shooting, 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with the shooting. He finishes everything. He's so clinical. Dribbling, 9 out of 10. As I said, sometimes his first touch was a little bit dodgy, a little bit heavy. I put that down to the gameplay, but again, we have to be harsh. Strength at 8.5 out of 10. He is very strong, surprisingly. usually with these sort of players, you'd be like, oh yeah, no, maybe his balance might be a bit crap, but no, he's just fucking class. Passing 9 out of 10. It's not a 9.5 or a 10. It is very good. Do not get me wrong. His passing is fucking excellent. It's just not a 9.5 or a 10. But he is foot champs ready because I've used him and he scores to fuck and he is worth it. He is fucking unbelievably worth it. I've seen people use his baby card and I can understand why people use his baby card because it's cheaper and I think has a bit more pace. But this card again, it's so good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very hard in this game to find the right player that just works in every single scenario. Up front, in a front four he can work, a striker he could work, a cam he works, out wide he works. He's like, what's the best way to describe him? You know the way Hull can play like every single position of the game? Nedved can play every single position up front. That's how good he is. Alright, anyway lads, that's going to be the end of this review. I will probably have FIFA's Broken part 2 up tomorrow because I just want to take a break from doing the reviews when I play Red Dead. But I'll let you know what the story is with that, and then I'm trying to think what else we have coming up. We might have R9 coming up again, his Prime. Trying to think who else. There'll probably be a few more informs that I'll be reviewing as well. Just let me know again who you want, lads. Look, I've said this a million times and I'm going to keep saying it. Please, for the love of God, give me 2 players to review. The teams that I'm using, most of the reviews and like the icons are done through my mage teams or other people's teams because I just physically don't have the coins. Like, this is the first icon that I've used, that I've bought, apart from Lampard, I think. Yeah, Lampard I bought. And yeah, this was what did I get him for? 940, then I sold him for like 960. He was literally the whole team. Like, my team was worth about 1.5, 1.6. He was basically the whole team, so it is quite hard to get these icons in. But let me know who you want, lads, and I'll try my best to do them. Anyway, cheers for watching.